Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan TheOrganizer. So today we're detailing on the cheap, but cheap doesn't mean not good quality. So in this video, we're looking for value-oriented detailing products, equipment, tools, and all that stuff. So a lot of my viewers are car detailing enthusiasts. A lot of them are also car detailing professionals. So regardless, we all enjoy the same common passion, but not everyone has thousands and thousands of dollars to spend on chemicals, products, and tools, right? So this video here, we're going to a big box store online, so Amazon, because it's easily accessible. Everybody knows Amazon, they have free shipping, so on and so forth. But we can do the same exercise if you guys want with other big box stores or any other retail shops online. You let me know if you want me to redo this exercise with another of those shops. Just drop a comment in the comment section. So I'll be covering 25 different tools, items, and chemicals. So there's going to be 8 chemicals in the list and 17 different tools and equipment. So here today, I'm going to give you pretty much everything you need at a fraction of the cost. So we're still looking for things that are quality. So these are all items that I either own now, I have owned in the past, or I have tested. And also I read through all the comments in my YouTube videos. You guys know I try to reply to everyone also. And so I've accumulated notes over time on the most popular items per category. By the way, don't worry, I'll leave the links to all of those in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I'm going to go over each item one by one. By the way, I want you guys to participate also. So drop comments in the comment section. You can copy and paste that list from the description and either modify it to add something that you prefer in a category. For example, if I talk about a specific car shampoo and you use something else that is value oriented, remember, we're not looking for the highest performing item of each, because then we'd be looking in the $10,000s of dollars, right? For every item, just pressure washers alone, you can spend over $2,000. As I said, we're looking here for value. So it has to be roughly the same price or less expensive that will give you equal performance. But know that you can always do some awesome work with inexpensive stuff. When I started detailing cars over 25 years ago, I had none of the expensive stuff that I had today and was still able to do a great job. And many professional detailers will tell you the same thing as well. So let's dig right into it. We're going to start with the first chemical. So we're going to divide this in 2 sections, the chemicals first, and then move on to the tools and equipment. So item number 1 is PNS Brake Buster, and that's a wheel and tire cleaner. This one here, of course, I'm going to give you prices at the moment of this recording on Amazon. So roughly $14 for a pint or 16 ounces. And so why this item was on there? Well, not only is it one of my favorite wheel and tire cleaners, but it's a product that does 2 steps in one, meaning that it cleans both your wheels and your tires. So instead of spending for a chemical that will clean your tires and then another chemical to clean your wheels, I like things that sometimes save on time and money as well. It is very effective at what it does. I tested it on my channel. Like the majority of the items, by the way, that you see in this video, if you want in-depth reviews or testing, go and search on my YouTube channel. I pretty much covered everything in detailed review videos. By the way, quick disclaimer, this is not a paid review. Nobody paid for this video. I'm just sharing my thoughts. Okay, next, number 2, Chemical Guys Mr. Pink Shampoo. So again, a versatile product, so it's very gentle. It will not strip off waxes or sealants. It's safe for ceramic coatings as well. And you can use it in a foam cannon, so for the pre-wash stage if you want to, and also in your buckets for the hand wash stage or the contact wash. So it's a very versatile, inexpensive product. This one here, you can get a gallon for $19, by the way. So very inexpensive, and that's another reason. Again, we're looking for value-oriented products here. It smells good, it works well, it rinses off cleanly, and yeah, there you go. So number 3, we need an all-purpose cleaner degreaser, and the one I selected here is Super Clean, so I did a dedicated review for that as well. Super Clean works very well. You can dilute it in many different dilutions, so 1 to 3, 1 to 5, 1 to 10, 1 to 20. They have a dilution chart on their website, which helps you understand which dilutions you need depending on which use, right, you're using. So you're going to have a lighter dilution for the interior use, so you want maybe something 1 to 20, 1 to 15, depending if you're cleaning plastics or carpets, upholstery, that kind of stuff. For engine bay degreasing, you might want 1 to 3, 1 to 4, degreasing tires as well. Basically, it's a all-purpose cleaner that has degreasing properties. And I mean, for a gallon, it's like 14 bucks, so very, very inexpensive, and it just works well. Number 4, we have a rinseless wash. So a lot of people either are apartment dwellers or condo dwellers, don't have easy access to water. You might live in a city with heavy water restrictions or water bans, and having access to free-flowing water might not be an easy thing or something that's capable altogether. So you might want to look into a rinseless wash. If done correctly on light to moderate amounts of dirt, they can be very safe to wash a vehicle. And of course, a classic one is Optimum No Rinse, also known as O&R, and that one for 32 ounces is only 20 bucks. It is very concentrated, so you only need a 1 to 256 dilution, meaning half an ounce only per gallon of water when you're doing your mix. And so a little goes a long way, and you can dilute it to use it for many things: glass cleaner, interior detailer, a clay lubricant, paint prep, that kind of stuff. So you can do a lot with that product. Number 5, we're going to want a paint sealant that can be used either on a wet or dry surface. You can use it as a drying aid, or you can apply it on dry. It's going to give you roughly 1 to 3 months of protection, and that's Phoenix EOD Titan. So that is a SiO2 or ceramic paint sealant. In a spray form, it applies very easily. It flashes nicely. It's going to give you that nice slickness. It has gloss that is very comparable to Beadmaker, one of my favorite products for gloss, as you guys know. So it's glossy, it's slick, and it's going to give you, again, 1 to 3 months of protection. You can apply it on top of existing ceramic coatings. It can even be applied, if you want to, on top of waxes or sealants, or as a standalone paint protectant. So very versatile in its use. And a bottle of that is like 20 bucks again, so inexpensive, and it does a great job. Number 6, we have Turtle Wax, Wax and Dry. So this is a very inexpensive product, so basically 9 bucks. You're going to use it as a drying aid. So when you're done washing your car, you rinsed it off while it's still wet. If you're using a microfiber towel to dry the surface, you need to use a drying aid. So that acts as a lubricant or as a buffer between your paint and the towel. That way you don't have any marring that's induced when you're drying the car by hand with a microfiber towel. So you spray that on the surface, you dry the vehicle, and it gives you the added bonus of gloss and slickness, and it's just awesome to use, and again, very inexpensive, coming in at 9 bucks, so a good drying aid to have in your arsenal. Number 7, we have the Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions Interior Detailer in mist form. It comes with the Flairosol cap, so that means it's an even mist that comes out of there. You can control the mist, very fine atomization, so a little goes a long way. And why this one is on the list, not only does it clean lightly, so it's made for gentle or light interior work, well, it's made also to add UV protection, so perfect for your interior surfaces. You can even use it as a glass cleaner. So again, a product that does multiple things at once. So for that quick interior wipe down when you're doing customer's vehicle, it's perfect for maintenance. And that comes in at like 17 bucks. So again, inexpensive is the name of the game, right? And you're still getting quality with these products, by the way. They all work very well. Number 8 on the chemicals list, we have Turtle Wax Leather Cleaner and Protectant. So again, this one is in the mist form with that same Flairosol cap. So that fine atomization, that very fine mist that you're using. So again, a little goes a long way. Adds UV protection, perfect for cleaning leather surfaces, whether it's real leather or synthetic leather like vinyl surfaces as well. So it does 2 jobs in one. It lightly cleans and protects. So again, perfect for maintenance cleanings of vehicles with interior leather surfaces or pleather, fake leather, synthetic leather, whatever you guys want to call it. It works fine on all those surfaces. So all those 8 chemicals only total up to 130 bucks, and you're getting a lot of big sizes in there because there's some of them who are gallon sizes, right? So usually the bigger sizes, lower price, and some of them you can dilute as well. So they're very economical and good for long-term use. By the way, I said there were 8 chemicals, but I lied. I forgot there's a 9th one, guys, but inexpensive again, a tire dressing. So I recommend the Chemical Guys VRP. It's water-based, very easy to apply, easy to remove if you need to switch to another one. Inexpensive, coming in at like under 10 bucks, and you can get it in a gallon size. Once again, very inexpensive. Gives that perfect blend of not too glossy, because a lot of people don't like that overly wet or oily look, and not matte as well. So that nice Goldilocks in between type appearance. appearance. So yeah, just a great tire dressing. So next, let's dive into the tools and equipment. So we have 17 items on this list. The first one being microfiber towels. So there are a lot of brands out there that make super high quality stuff. One of my favorites, of course, The Rag Company, if you've watched my videos. But a lot of people just want some basic low GSM towels that work well, that you can either discard if they're too dirty, or you won't be too worried if you ruin them. So a classic in the car detailing industry is the Kirkland Signature microfiber towels that you can purchase at Costco or on Amazon in this case. We're looking at a pack of 36 for like 37 bucks on average. So that's about $1 per towel. That is as inexpensive as they get, and they're still decent quality. So no, they're not as plush as some other towels to make your final buffing for a wax or that kind of stuff. But for all-purpose use, guys, these are very, very good. There's those yellow towels you're going to see often in a lot of detailers' videos on YouTube because, again, they're inexpensive and they can be discarded if you don't want to reuse them because you had them for either final buffing or leveling of a ceramic coating. You use them for engine bay cleaning. They're too greased up or they're too dirty. Regardless of what reason, if you throw them out, at least you're not throwing a lot of money out the window, and you can purchase a lot of these in bulk. So that's a good point. Number 2 on the list for tools and equipment, the Rag Company Chenille microfiber wash mitts. So a 2-pack is only like 10 bucks. These are very high quality. You see me use Chenille wash mitts often because they like to entrap dirt within the fingers. That's why they call them chenille. They look like chenille in French, by the way. Chenille is a caterpillar, so they look like little caterpillars that will basically encapsulate the dirt within the fibers and hence reduce the amount of scratching or marring that you can induce when you're hand washing your vehicle. So they're inexpensive, good quality, as long as you take care of your microfiber towels, by the way, the proper way. I have a tutorial on how to properly clean microfiber towels. They should be good for many, many years. Number 3 on the list, the Rag Company Gauntlet Microfiber Drying Towel. Now, in a battle video that I had about the best drying towels, this one made the top 3 rank because of its good price, but also because of its performance. So it is a hybrid twisted loop microfiber drying towel. Twisted loops, by the way, are usually the most absorbent type of weaves for microfiber towels, hence why they're often used for the drying towels creation. That one just works super well. Now it's worth roughly 20 bucks, depending on which size you're getting. They have different sizes from small all the way to super large if you have larger trucks or SUVs to dry. So that's one you definitely need in your arsenal. Number 4, the Rag Company Waffle Weave Glass Towels, a 3-pack for only 10 bucks. So I like glass towels specific for glasses because they don't tend to lint as much as other towels. They have a very low nap. The waffle weave is usually one that's preferred by detailers for that task. And again, the Rag Company just make fantastic quality towels that will last a long time. And these are inexpensive. So for glass, just get glass specific towels and you'll do a better job at cleaning the glass surfaces. Number 5, Mother's Wheel and Tire Brush. So this you can get either a long-handled version if you want to clean your inner fender wells, or you can get the short version for your wheel faces. It's a feathered tip, so it won't scratch the surface, and you can use it to clean your tires as well. So again, multi-function from a single tool, which is often what we want in value-oriented propositions, right? So for higher-end details, I have a dedicated tire brush, a dedicated wheel face brush, a dedicated wheel barrel brush, a dedicated wheel and fender brush. So 4 brushes, right? But if you're just starting off, you can have one good quality brush that can do the wheels and the tires, and that's perfectly fine. And that one is like 11 bucks, so very inexpensive. Number 6, Adams Hex Grip Tire Dressing Applicator for 7 bucks. That is a no-brainer once again. So often people ask how I apply. You either have a foam applicator or a microfiber applicator, but in this case, that Adams Hex Grip really has a nice shape. So it's like a puck that you hold with your hand so it won't slip away, has a good surface, and it just works well, especially for liquid or sprays for tire dressings. So that's one of my favorite ones. And yeah, 7 bucks, super cheap. Number 7, a foam cannon. So because we're going to talk about a pressure washer in a few seconds, for the pre-wash stage to blanket your vehicle with the snow foam, you're going to need a foam cannon if you have a pressure washer. So one of the good ones that I've tested many times on the channel, it's made battle videos for foam cannons as well. I know you guys like those. It's the Trinova foam cannon from the Gold Eagle company. and that one just works well. So that one is at 35 bucks because there are foam cannons that over 100 bucks that you can purchase that I also like, that are just maybe a bit higher quality or different features, but that one, bang for buck, is very hard to beat. So there are some cheaper ones at like 15 bucks, but the performance on those is okay at best. So might as well start with one that will give you a wider mouth for filling in. So that's one thing I like about the Trinova, and it just has a sturdy build, so it's going to last a long time. And again, for 35 bucks, can't go wrong, works well, fantastic. Number 8 on the list. So you're going to need a pressure washer, right? Again, if I look at my Krenzla, worth over $2,000 with the upgraded wand solution and gun, it is what it is. You get what you pay for. So obviously the experience is a lot better. It has a higher GPM, flow rate, that kind of stuff. But it's built like a tank, and I wash my car like twice weekly, and I do pretty much a lot of customers in a year. So I just wanted something, because I had the funds as well, to be able to just have a better experience. But for 10 years before that, I had a Karcher pressure washer that worked very, very well, and that was still working fine until I had my Krenzla. So I didn't upgrade because the unit broke down. It worked super well. So I had 2 Karcher K5s back in the day. But now my recommendation for you would be the a bit newer Karcher K1700 version. So that one comes in at 130 bucks, so very inexpensive. Karchers are very, very good quality. They're known worldwide. They're a German brand, but the entry-level units I think are built in China. But I digress. Don't quote me on that one. It doesn't really matter because they still work well and they're inexpensive. You're still getting decent flow rate. I think that one's rated at 1.2 GPM, gallons per minute of water. I wouldn't go anything under that, right? And you're getting almost 2,000 PSI of pressure. But anyways, for washing cars, you don't want anything over 2,000 PSI. So stick between 1,000 to 2,000 PSI when you're washing cars. I know that question pops up often. And so yeah, the K1700 works well. And why I like that over my previous K5 unit is the K5 had proprietary connectors, so it was a bit complicated to upgrade wands and add a foam cannon because you needed a K-series bayonet style adapter. So the K1700 that I'm now recommended comes with a 1/4 inch quick disconnect. So that's an industry standard for connecting different stuff. You can upgrade hoses, your guns, your wands, add a foam cannon without the stress of needing proprietary connectors. So the Karcher K1700, really great bang for buck. Number 9. So we have a steam cleaner, the McCulloch MC1375 steam cleaner. So I have the 1385 deluxe version. That's a bit more expensive, but the 1375 pretty much has the same performance at a much less expensive price. So that one comes in at 180 bucks. So if you want to steam clean your interiors, you want to do a bit of light work or even heavy duty work, depending on how much you're needing onto your carpets, your upholstery, any plastic surfaces, whatever you plan on using your steam cleaner with, that is one that is often used by mobile detailers as well because it comes on wheels. It is pretty compact and it just works well. You can also add a bit of Optimum No Rinse, your rinseless wash, right, that you have in your collection now, or something like McKee's N914. That's another good rinseless wash. You can add a bit in the container. Always use distilled water, by the way, when you're using a steam cleaner because you don't want hard mineral water or heavy water that you have in your house to be left in the tank because that can corrode stuff and could just create complications. So use distilled water, and if you add the ONR, you're getting a 1-2 punch of an extra added cleaning capability to your steam cleaner. So that's a quick pro tip. Next, what do we have? Number 10. So a carpet extractor. So a lot of people, you can go ahead and just use a carpet cleaner and use your steam cleaner if you want to. But if you want to go deeper in the fibers and extract all that dirt that's in there, once you use your carpet cleaner and let's say a drill brush, more on drill brush attachments in a few seconds because I thought of those for you guys as well. A carpet extractor is good because it is going to inject fluid or cleaning solution or even just water and then extract it. A lot of them also can use hot water like the one I'm recommended. They don't have integrated boilers inside them because those are more professional higher end units. But the one I'm recommending is the Bissell Spot Clean Pro carpet extractor, coming in at only 165 bucks. And if you think pro detailers can't use that one because it's more entry level, Well, you're wrong, because if you watch a lot of videos, especially on the dirty disaster type detail videos out there, there's a lot of professionals that use that very specific Bissell Spot Clean Pro unit on a professional level, and they can clean cars with it that I have never seen before as far as dirt levels are concerned. So they're able to extract pretty much everything with that small unit, so you don't need more expensive units to start off, and it works super well. I have one myself. You can add just hot water inside it with either just hot water alone, or you can add a mix in there made for extractors, and so you're extracting the liquid when you're done, and it's still pretty powerful for a little unit, very compact in size, which is good, and yeah, it just works well for the price. So next, number 11, drill brush attachments. So we all need those for our because they connect easily to our cordless drills. So if you have that, it's basically an easy tool. They come in different sizes that you can have to clean your upholstery, your carpets, any fabric type material. So you're going to spray on your cleaner on there, and you're going to use the drill brush attachments to agitate the surface. So that's for a deeper clean. They're inexpensive. Use the softer one on the majority of your surfaces, like the white bristles that I recommend. Or you can look at, depending on which brand you're buying, they usually have a color code. So you can have red bristles, yellow bristles. So look for the hardness levels, right? So you can get soft bristles, medium, and very stiff bristles. That's depending on the surface you're using it on and the level of dirt that you're using. So always start gentle with the more softer bristle ones and see if that's enough. And then you can move up in aggression level. Never start with the most aggressive first, right? Move up the ladder. So start with the less aggressive method, and that's for anything you do in car detailing. Same thing for machine polishing. And then you move on to the more aggressive if you haven't corrected the issue with the less aggressive method first. So number 12, we have a clay mitt. So the Adams clay mitt, very inexpensive, coming in. Oh, the drill brush attachments, by the way, were only 15 bucks. Again, inexpensive. So the Adams clay mitt comes in at 23 bucks. And why a clay mitt over a clay bars? Because you can find some less expensive clay bars. Clay bars typically are good for maybe 5 to 8 cars on average, depending on the size, of course, the contamination levels, all that kind of stuff. You can fold them to expose a fresh surface every time you start a new job. But the problem is if you drop them on the floor, they're good for the garbage because they're going to pick up contamination, and you don't want to scratch the surface of what you're using it on afterwards. And they're still limited, right? So 5 to 8 vehicles on average, so they don't last as long. I prefer clay mitts or clay towels because they can last anywhere from 30 to 50 vehicles, again, depending on the surface contamination level, how much you're using them, that so on and so forth. But they're much easier to care for, clay mitts and clay towels, because if you drop them, you just need to rinse them off and you're good to reuse them. And they're good for many, many uses. I have a video, by the way, comparing clay bars to clay mitts and clay towels. You can go check that out if you want that. But yeah, it's long lasting. They work very, very well. And just use them with a good clay lubricant or a bit of car shampoo or a detail spray. And yeah, lubricate the surface liberally when you're using any clay media. So number 13, a pet hair removal tool. So I had a Lily Brush mini brush before. I don't know if the company is still alive because I don't see them on Amazon. However, there's something comparable that I'm going to recommend to you. It's only 8 bucks. Basically, it has rubber edges, and basically like a credit card, you're just going to scrape the surface where the pet hair is, and it is very, very simple to remove. A lot of people used to use some different brushes with rubber attachments that can sometimes work, or they try to fight everything off with just the vacuum, but you're going to be working very, very hard to remove pet hair, especially the one that's deep in the fibers. So that's a tool that is very, very effective in combination with your vacuum. Next. In 14, we have Adams 5-gallon wash bucket with grit guard. So that one comes in at only 25 bucks. So that is a tremendous value because you're getting not only the wash bucket for that price, a 5-gallon bucket, which is a common size in the detailing industry, but you're also getting a grit guard, basically a filter in the bottom of the bucket that's going to help to keep the dirt and grime in the bottom instead of having that float around in your wash solution. I like to use the 2-bucket wash method. So 1 bucket with just clean rinse water and another bucket for the soapy solution. And then I have a 3rd bucket that's dedicated just for the wheels and tires so I don't cross-contaminate. But some people just like to use 1 bucket, whatever you guys like. Just know that it's inexpensive to get a bucket and grit guard, so no excuses. You should have grit guards in all your buckets as well in the bottom of those buckets. Number 15, Auto Fiber Scrub Ninja Interior Scrubbing Tool. So that is just something that is awesome. Auto Fiber are known, by the way, for great quality microfiber tools and equipment in their towels. So that Scrub Ninja tool is very good because it works like it has aggressive cleaning power, but it's not aggressive on surfaces. Does that make any sense? It is pretty cool. So whether you have interior plastics, even interior leather, regardless of what interior surfaces, you need a bit more scrubbing sometimes, right? To remove the filth. Sometimes just a microfiber towel and your chemical isn't enough to agitate that dirt off. So you're going to use that and it's not going to scratch the surfaces. Of course, use common sense. Do a test spot first, but it's meant for pretty much all the interior surfaces and it just works well. And it comes in at just 15 bucks. So another no-brainer to have in your arsenal. You never know when you're going to need this kind of stuff to do some heavier duty work. Number 16, a rigid wet and dry vacuum, also known as a classic shop vac, right? So this one here, if I remember correctly, is a 4 or 5 horsepower unit. Anyhow, I've had my unit, which is a bit different, a 4070 model for many, many years now. Another staple in the industry for car detailing because it's compact in size. It works very well. It's good for dry and wet items as well. So dry vacuuming or wet vacuuming. And yeah, compact and very powerful, just works well. Rigid are fantastic. Another alternative, because that one is only like 105 bucks. You can get the Vac Master Beast, I think, as well. Roughly in the same area, a bit more expensive, but at the time of this recording, it wasn't available. So I try to have things that are readily available for people as well. But yeah, the rigid wet and dry vac, it just works fantastic. Any person needs a vacuum in their life. Very important, especially for interior work, right? And last but not least, number 17, Detail Factory Soft Brushes. They also have boar hair brushes, which are for a bit more aggressive cleaning duties if you need those. But the soft ones, the synthetic ones, are like makeup brushes. They're so soft and gentle. They're perfect for use on exterior trim like the soft piano black, the interior soft trim as well, to either light dusting duties or cleaning duties. You can use them on leather. You can use them on your piano black or glossy surfaces on the inside. Basically, any delicate surface you need some light agitation with without damaging or scratching the surface. Those brushes are incredible, coming in only at 15 bucks once again. They come in a variety of sizes and different colors. If you want a color code, you can have brushes just for leather in a specific color, other brushes for fabric surfaces, for plastic surfaces, so you can color code all of those. And again, very, very high quality stuff. So guys, we covered pretty much everything. Again, I'll leave links to all of the chemicals, tools, and products in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. You can click on them and help encourage the channel, by the way. So if you click through them, a small commission is given to me at no extra cost to you. So those are my affiliate links on Amazon. So if you want to support my channel, thank you for doing so by purchasing with the links in the description under the video. And again, I'll try to leave some alternatives depending on which country you're in. I usually leave links for Canada, USA, and the UK, so check for the alternatives in the description. If there's anything different that you would add to the list, let me know. Again, drop a comment in the comment section. Let's have a nice exchange of thoughts on what could potentially be an even greater value for the money in the category I presented. Notice that I didn't speak really about any polishing tools. That would be for a separate video if you want me to do that, because you're going to have to get into a deep dive. So the extension cords, cordless versions, which polishers, what budget, the polishing pads, the polishing chemicals, all that kind of stuff. It's a whole different thing on its own, right? A different beast. So if you want me to do that, let me know. Also, if you want me to do the same exercise for another big box stores, I don't know, a Lowe's, Home Depot, it could be Walmart, it can be, I don't know, the car part stores like you have in the US. So either O'Reilly's, Advanced Auto Parts, AutoZone, that kind of stuff. If you want me to do the same exercise for another online retailer, let me know. Drop a comment in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this, by the way. If so, smash the thumbs up button to show me your support. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Pan TheOrganizer family. And to stay within the family and make sure you know when I release a new video, click the subscribe button that's found under this video, and that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos. So guys, thanks for being there, thanks for watching, and in the meantime, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.